Hey, Hickok 45, guess what we have? We have an M&P Pro Series. This is a competition gun designed for offense. Let's get offensive. Oh yeah. Let's get really offensive. Nice. Oh yes. Hey, this is a pretty cool little pistol. It really does make you want to go on the offensive. The M&P Pro Series, designed for competition, and I mean, it wouldn't have to be used for competition, but that's kind of the main focus of this gun. Let's take a look at it really quickly. It's well, not too quickly. I've got all day. I don't know about you guys. Pretty gun. It's a nice looking gun, I think, and I've not really had many M&Ps on the shooting table here. You know, we had the Shield, of course, and we had one I bought long ago in a 40, used one, early model, but this is one that a viewer has lent us very generously, even threw in a couple of boxes of ammo, 9mm, which is almost impossible to find, so we appreciate all of that help and support. The Atlanta Arms, we got a couple boxes of that we shot. That's what we're shooting right now, actually. And then we're going to some independents here we were able to get our hands on. But this is the M&P. The M&P series, I think, came out in 2005. This professional series model came out in 2008. And you know, most people are kind of familiar with them now. Break down pretty simply. Pull the lever there, and slide comes off. Pull the trigger. You don't even have to pull the trigger. There's a little lever in there you can push if you want to avoid dry firing it. And you got your main spring and the coil spring. This has a 5-inch barrel, stainless slide and barrel. It's match grade, and it has a what's called a Mac Black melanite finish on it. Good looking gun, and it works. 5-inch barrel, 9mm. This one comes in 40 or 9, and comes in a 5-inch barrel slide or a 4 1/4-inch slide. It's kind of like the Commander versus a full length in a 1911. So very, very, very common. It's it's got the trigger block and everything. Striker fired. So not all that different from a lot of guns of this nature. So feels good. I'll tell you one thing about this guy. You would probably love it if you have not shot the M&P series, and I have not shot them that much. You know, I have to say, because I don't get T&E guns from Smith Wesson, so it's just kind of random when I get my hands on one. They do feel good in the hand. They really do. You notice the beaver tail, and your hand rides up nice and high on it. You've got a low bore axis, in other words, and you know, as with a Glock and some others, but you got the nice beaver tail there, and they just feel good. I think you folks that are not crazy about the way maybe a Springfield feels in your hand or a Glock, I can't imagine you really hating the grip on this. It just feels really good. It has 3 different back straps that come with it, so if you have large hand or small hand, it just fits pretty well. Not bad at all. Just take a couple more shots before we gab too much. I think I have, I got some more ammo loaded up here. All right, professional series. I don't know if I should have something that's called professional, being the amateur I am. We're shooting 115 grain ammo. You know, it's not my favorite weight bullet, but the thing does seem to shoot, the owner said that's about all he has shot. He shot some 124 grain. Seems to function everything that he has fired. He's had it about a year, I think, and so he's not had any problems with it. So, what's not been shot? I see a paint can peeking his little head over that edge. Aha, he was, wasn't he? Yeah. Oh, I see a pot that didn't get hit. Enough. Oh, here's some targets right here. Nice. So they are 115 grain bullets, so they're not going to knock the tree around like a 45. But I did notice it seemed to hit it a little bit harder than some other pistols I have fired. The 5-inch barrel gives us a little more velocity with it. Not bad. Not bad. Have 5 magazines. That's pretty nice. The owner had some extra magazines with it. Let's go on across the hill before I get tired and weary and can't hit anything. I noticed there's a 2-liter over there on that barrel and some remnants of cinder block. So let's see if we can chew some of that up. Well, I'll be darned. Well, I'll be darned. This thing might be handy for competition. Huh, pretty good. I think I started going over it. If I can hit the red plate with a handgun without too much trouble, I feel pretty good. Let's try the gong. I'm going to put several on him, see if I can zero in on him. Ah, feels good. Feels good. Had one left for him. I tell you, this gun has a great trigger. It does have, the owner has put an Apex trigger in it, or I guess it's a trigger spring. I'm not sure about the Apex. I know that's a very popular brand. A lot of people use the Apex for various pistols. They make apparently some quality aftermarket parts, and this does have the Apex trigger. However, and it's a great trigger. Now, from what I've read and understand, though, these things come with a nice trigger. Most people like the trigger as it comes in these Pro Series guns. They go through the Smith Wesson with the professional shop, and they just get more care and more fitting than the other firearms. Okay, so that helps. Has Novak sights on it. The 5-inch models have Novak rear and front sight. Got your fiber optic, and I think those come with a red insert as well if you want to change that out, or you can get the red insert. And you have your loaded chamber indicator there, which is just a hole. That's kind of neat. I like that. And you have, of course, your rail. You have, it's ambidextrous, with your thumb slide lock on both sides, right and left. So you have that, and you can reverse the magazine release. So it's a pretty much an ambidextrous pistol. The owner also has put Talon Grips on. If you notice that, it has that's one reason I don't want to switch out the grip and take those off, and it feels okay to me. It might feel a little better with a different back strap, I don't know, larger, but he's got the rubberized Talon Grips on it, and it feels pretty good to me. I can live with that, even not having felt the other back straps. So that feels pretty good. What else about it? It's got nice serrations on those back here. They got nice teeth in them, so your hand doesn't slip at all. And just a pretty classy outfit. It really feels like quality, I'll have to say. This is a sweet gun. You could take this to an IPSC match or an IDPA match, and you should do pretty well with it. It just feels good. Nice trigger. That's important. Okay, what do I have here? Do I have any more ammo? I had one more magazine. Yeah, I do. It's in my pocket. Okay, let's load a little bit more here. We have to help contribute to the ammo shortage. There's a lot of this ammo shortage is at our place, I tell you. We have kind of a shortage ourselves, and with certain calibers more than others. 9mm being one of them, as we all know. Finding a box of 9mm is not easy, is it? So, like I said, I'm shooting 115 grain here, shooting whatever we can get. I'm not quite as snobbish about that as I used to be. So, much prefer 124 grain and even 147 grain. But we will take what we can get. And I know you're in kind of the same boat, right? So yeah, it's really weird. We're talking here in March, year 2013, right? Planet Earth, Tennessee. You go to online sources for ammo even. I was online this morning looking for some ammo, and there's nothing in your popular calibers. Nothing. Not even some oddball loading or anything. It's the twilight zone when you go looking for ammo. You go into shops, it's kind of the twilight zone, isn't it? So, yeah, as you know, over the years, I have really not had many M&P, firearms, here on the table, as I said, and it's just kind of a random thing, depending on what somebody pops in with or offers us, because we don't get anything from Smith & Wesson, which I kind of hate. They're one of my favorite companies of all time. They really are. Yeah, let me load one more magazine. Okay, you know what's going to happen, because I'm not going to be able to resist shooting once I get started. We'll just shoot till we run out of ammo, and then we'll shoot something else, I guess. We'll get some airsoft guns and try those out. 9mm airsoft. How's that? Okay. All right. We brought I have a 1911 here on the table for a reason. I wanted to show you the size comparison. People think of, I guess, this M&P Pro Series as being a really large gun, just like the Glock, 35 and 34 and those guns. We think of them as being really big because they are bigger than some of the other models, but actually, there's really not a lot of difference in size. It's thicker, than a standard 1911 5-incher. See, so you stand them up there and the lengthwise and everything. They're not that much difference in the size, in terms of the firearm. So, I mean, you could carry this gun if you wanted to, and you wouldn't have anything really any bigger than a standard 1911. So it seems large, but there you have the kind of size comparison. Let's take a few more shots with it. This gun really excels in the grip and the way it feels. Like I say, there are other firearms I like a lot. So when I say that, I mean it. It feels really good. And I see why so many people do brag about them. Because I have friends who compete, and they stayed with the IPSC game a little bit longer than I did. And I know that some of them went to these. They really did. And I respect their decisions. I know they don't just shoot junk. And I see why, because they feel really good. And if you get that trigger like you like it, this has a nice trigger. You've got a firearm that you can shoot, no doubt about it. Now I have to use my old Glock holster here as usual, something it will fit in. Oh, look at this 2-liter. Thought he got away, didn't he? Oh yeah. I'm gonna take a couple more shots at that barrel over there. I can't really tell what's left on it too well, but I'm gonna take a couple of shots at it. Yeah. I can knock that 2-liter off. Is he empty? Okay. Oh, we've got a couple other targets there to the left. Got that little pig. Let's try him. Oh, I better try the paint can first. There's an old paint can to the left of him between the bowling pin that actually has some paint in it. It quit working, so I thought I'd use it for a target. I think I hit it. I'm gonna try that pig, that little bitty pig. All right, I tell you, this thing will drive nails. It will drive nails. Try a regular pig. Feels good. Let's try that turkey over there. Let's go ahead and try the little chicken. Wow. Let's go buffalo hunting. I'm gonna tell you, this thing is sweet. It really is. Let me go down here and play with these close targets. See how it feels. Pretend I'm back on the circuit here. And I'm having to shoot fast. Okay. Here we go. Feels pretty good. Let's see how fast it'll shoot. See if we can machine gun a little bit. Fingers getting tired. Did you ever do that before? Your finger literally gets, I don't know, gets weird, gets tired. This thing is great. It, tell you what, if I was heading off for an IPSC match tomorrow, I'd just soon take this as anything. I think Smith Wesson may not realize it, but this gun would be really good for competition. It really would. It has a nice trigger, has a nice long sight radius, seems reliable. It's a Smith & Wesson. Just seems like a good gun. Oh no, wait a minute. I think that's why they made it, didn't they? It's for competition. But it's a beauty. It really is. You know, I don't know what else I can say about it other than it seems really easy to shoot well, just plinking at long range, and it's easy to shoot well, shoot fast. Practice with a little bit. With the ammo shortage, normally I might have come out and burned about 10 magazines with this thing, just had a blast with it, and really got myself back in speed shooting, you know, shape. But shot a couple of magazines, made sure the sights were on, and that's the extent of the shooting I've done with this firearm. And you can see it's pretty simple to just pick up and shoot. This is the kind of gun you could go to the range with if you're a new shooter, you haven't shot a lot, and you would be impressed, and you would feel like you really make a lot of progress in a hurry, as compared with, say, a gun that's a lot smaller and 40 or something, or 45, that knocks you around a lot. In a 9mm, in a firearm with this kind of long sight radius, with a beautiful trigger, you would probably impress yourself. You really would, because it's sweet, really nice trigger. So anyway, the M&P Pro Series, they have a great reputation, and I'm glad to get my hands on one and play with it some. And in fact, the owner of the gun may just not get it back, so don't tell him, but I think I'm going to try to lose it if I can. So life is really good.